Hello, everyone, and welcome to another special presentation of the Let's Go Off-World podcast. This is Allegiance Quest. Allegiance Quest is a Dungeons & Dragons adventure themed in the Mythic Legions mythos, unofficially, of course, where I, Joe G, serves as the Dungeon Master, running a game for my wonderful group of players that you see surrounding me now, or if you can't see us because you're on audio, they are around me right now, but not literally on internet. So welcome and thank you for joining us. How's everybody doing tonight?
I was doing okay till Joe yelled at me before the show started.
I yelled at you?
He's I also like the explanation because he didn't sleep.
I believe it was a mild contradiction.
Yeah. I think that Curtis misunderstood me, and we needed a realigning, and it was just a realigning, and there was no raised voices.
I enjoyed your explanation of the internet, though, how we're not actually around you. We're just
for those of us who or for those of our audience,
if you look at the background, it does look like we're in the same room, so that's pretty.
Jesse's in a much darker area of the same room, but yes,
we're all very punchy from last night. So,
but that's just because he's a ranger, and rangers like to do it in the dark. So, anyways, we'll do our standard recap at the beginning of the show to bring everybody up to speed. So, Jesse, take us away with the recap.
Last time in There's Something Rotten in Rakshesh, we had been troubled the previous episode with some things going on in the night. There was odd servants coming out of Eensek's room. Gradduk and Ferr were having trouble getting some recently undeaded, realived young women back to bed. Cam, absolutely nothing going on with her. Pardon me. We all eventually went downstairs for breakfast. There was a delivery. I didn't say there was. I said there was strange servants coming out of your room. That's all.
Strange. They were just the servants. But
no milk.
We were given a chest from Phil Marin, full of gold that we, were that he had gathered together for us to potentially revive, or at least attempt to revive Cremone. We discussed what to do about Cremone, the sisters, other things. The two realived girls come into the room and they're talking in unison. They're kind of creepy, but we don't feel they were an immediate threat. We leave them with the new Lady Belush. And before we leave, they do say something in unison, clasping hands, saying, deal's broken, return the offering. We then headed into town to look for some sort of clerics or religious folks that might be able to help with the seemingly evil things going on. And we met with Bishop Neslin, a human cleric of Zylona's flock in the Temple of Zylona there in Rakshesh. We showed him the orb of swirling smoke, which was identified as the Eye of Erethyr, the stones from the necklace and the ring. And he said that the stones in the necklace were anchor stones, the stones of the necklace were anchor stones, tethering something to this place. Cam and Ferr swapped their items. Ferr taking the black gem, and Cam took the ring at that point. Ferr stayed in the temple along with Gradduk, and Cam was on her way to see Tira, and she was walking with Eensek to go see the apothecary when a messenger approaches looking for Gradduk. We're able to Cam's able to distract him with Eensek's help, steal the note to Madame Moldova's alchemist shop. We go to visit, which was the taxidermist. We knew Gradduk was doing his thing with his hand. And we walk in, and there's a body over the counter. Is shopkeeper with his own hand removed, an embalming needle shoved into his face. The curtain moves in the back, and a grotesque rigor mortis hand is waved at us, the one that Gradduk had, and someone steps out, and it's the old bandit from the road. Old as in old in the story. I don't know how old he is. It wasn't supposed to be you. I've been planning my revenge for too long. Blinds us, and by the time we can get our wits about us and see again, the bandit with the one arm is gone.
He said it with more of a lisp. So,
well, that's I'm not the character.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
All right, well, thank you, Jesse. I appreciate that.
Fine job.
You know, and an interesting thing about his lisp is he lisps because Cam punched out his front teeth, so he does sound.
It's not her fault. He has bad dental care.
No, well, yeah, it's her fault that he needs dental care, but that's here nor there. We he just as a brief explanation. Also, everyone now realizes that the handwriting was so bad on the note that was sent because it was him that wrote it, and he's right-handed, and Gradduk cut off his right hand. So him trying to write with his offhand made the handwriting very bad. So that was my subtle hint that something might be awry.
A brilliant touch by our DM.
That was not caught by our very smart players.
That's okay. It was caught afterwards. So that's the fun part. So now going back to Ferr and Gradduk are currently still in the cathedral. Eénsek and Camellia just had the one-handed, two-toothed missing man disappear. It's not quite as catchy as a Bond villain, but we'll go with that for now. And
the one-armed, two-toothed man.
Yeah. So Cam and Eénsek, this suddenly revealed villain has suddenly vanished before you, leaving a corpse behind. What do you do?
Can't hear you over it. I don't know, something.
What happened?
Can't hear Jesse.
That's Nate, isn't it?
Oh, is it Nate? Somebody was muffled.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
What about Jesse? Are you talking?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
Okay. Now we're good.
We're good. We're good.
We're good.
Well, I suppose we should have a look around.
Joe doesn't want to hear that. He doesn't care.
Can we
take a look around?
All right, a meteor comes down from the sky, smashes through the roof of the temple, and renders Gradduk unconscious. We don't need to hear from Curtis until you return, where he will be revived. So.
Look around. There's a dead man with his own needle stuck in his eyes. We need to get the fuck out of here.
Yes, I suppose you're right. We don't need trouble.
I mean, we know who
We
was.
have saved the whole town. Who's going to believe we did this? Then again, there's nobody else around. So,
And we know who did it. So, I mean, what clues are we going to find? We got to go tell the big fella.
Yes. One more thing.
Look around if you want, I guess, but I'm going outside.
No, one more thing that should have been on him. All right, let's go tell him.
All right, so you guys are leaving the taxidermy shop and heading back.
We're going to go back to the
cathedral.
To the
cathedral.
Yeah.
Back in the cathedral, Gradduk wakes up, suddenly recovered from his meteor strike. It was a small meteor.
Oh, okay.
By the time it got down, it was only like a ball.
Yeah.
He thinks
was
it's a
just big
meatball,
enough
so he
to
starts
shut
eating
you the
it.
hell up until we got to your part. So,
Meatball.
yeah.
That was quick.
Back at the cathedral.
Well, we. Oh, sorry.
What are Ferr and Gradduk doing in the cathedral?
I'm like sitting kind of in a dark area of the cathedral towards the front. Was just watching Nate and
Towards the front.
Was the Archbishop, or is that what it was? Is that what we said?
Just Bishop. Bishop.
Talking. But I'm more towards the entrance, but kind of off to the side where it's a little dark.
All right.
So, yeah, maybe we were just having a conversation about the flock, maybe lighting some candles, trying to find some peaceful
All right.
moments.
Well, Ferr, the bishop will have to excuse himself. He has a service, not immediately, but a relatively short amount of time. You see him lock the Eye of Erethyr away in a reliquary in that back room, and he prays for a moment and casts a spell of protection on it. That should prevent any extraplanar creatures from having any access to it for the time being. So it should be protected.
Appreciate your assistance, Bishop.
Yes, of course. I'm happy to help. That I very much appreciate that you are willing to take on these dangerous tasks and carry these evil items so that they stay out of the hands of evil. Thank you. Now, if you could excuse me for a moment, I must prepare for the services.
Of course. I'll go find my comrades out in the rectory.
Okay. When you come out, only Gradduk is there. You see him sitting off in there's not really a dark corner, but a darker corner. It looks like he might have actually snuffed some of the candles just so it's darker where he's sitting. So.
Gradduk, how have you been enjoying yourself, passing the time?
I was just
Getting
waiting
some
for
rest?
you. Are we ready to go?
I don't know. Are we supposed to meet Eensek and Camellia back here, or what's the plan?
We can start heading that way. I think he was going to Tira's house. Is that right? Is that where you were going? Or go to see Tira? Or check on
Tira was at the tavern.
She's at the
and
end. At the end, yeah.
Who were you checking on?
Tira.
Were you checking on
Yeah.
Tira? Or were you checking on the what's his
Cam was
face?
going to talk to Tira.
Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, we can start making our way towards the inn. I'm sure you're hungry. Anyway.
Always.
All right, you guys start leaving. About this time, a man in a very fine white cloak comes walking into the cathedral. The cut of his cloak is very fine. You think he might be maybe a high-ranking priest or perhaps a cleric. As he passes by you, though, can I get a perception roll from the two of you? He's not right next to you, but I don't know, maybe 15 feet or so.
You said something about the cut of his cloak. What about the cut of his jib? Do
Well,
we
you
know?
can't really tell that
Oh, okay.
without interacting
Not on
with
the
him.
Steve.
I don't think
16.
I don't think the Church's Islana does that. I'm not really sure.
Is that a 9, Nate?
But do I have advantage on it so I could roll twice?
Oh, you can. You can.
And so I got an 11 on the second one.
Okay.
It's just a quick question. What time of day is it right now? I forget where we're at.
It's
pretty
fairly
early
in the
still.
morning.
We had just
correct?
had breakfast
Yeah.
before we
Pretty early.
went to the.
Yeah,
Okay, that's right. Okay. Okay.
fairly early in the morning.
I think it's time for second breakfast, if I remember right.
Nate, you don't really notice too much about him other than the fine cloak. Gradduk, though, with a 16, you get a little bit better of a look at his face. He is a younger man, blonde, finely trimmed beard and mustache. But as he walks by, he gives you kind of a sinister smile and a wink, and then keeps walking. He just, shows a bit more teeth than somebody giving a friendly smile would give as he walks by. Catches you a little off guard.
Do I know you?
He keeps walking. He doesn't acknowledge you.
I grab his arm to turn him around.
Okay, he's about 10 feet away from you. You'll have to move to him.
That's fine.
I'll need an unarmed attack roll.
Wow.
To grab somebody who's moving at a quick pace. You're not actually attacking him. You're just trying to grab his arm.
25.
Okay, you reach out and grab his arm.
Whoa,
And
Gradduk,
what
what are you doing?
I said, do I know you?
He kind of shakes his head.
All right.
Is everything okay, Gradduk?
The look you see the look on his face, he has some concern why this giant muscled orc suddenly grabbed him and spun him around.
I let him go and turned to Ferr. He gave me a weird look.
Okay. Pardon my friend, sir. We've just been through some rough, strange days. Go about your business. Thank you.
He pats his chest, like kind of signaling like a thank you, and bows, and then continues on and heads into the back room where the bishop was.
Gradduk, what was that all about? You said he gave you a weird look. What do you mean?
It was strange, as if he was. I don't know. He was hiding something. Maybe I don't know. It was weird.
You think we should follow him?
I think we should probably get with our friends and see what's going on there first.
Okay.
About this time, Eensek and Camellia, you get back to the cathedral.
Okay. We walk in.
Head inside. You guys see the two of them, not shaken, but you can immediately tell from the looks on their face. There's looks of concern. Something must have happened since
We're back
last time.
Oh, what's happening here?
You're back. Wait, we noticed there something odd.
You walked in.
Yes, Ferr and Gradduk can see. You guys have spent enough time together now to see that they don't have relaxed looks about their face. They have a serious look.
You two are back a lot quicker than we thought.
Gradduk looks a little confused, but that's not out of character for him. Not enough to make you think that something might be wrong.
He could be trying to read something.
True. Yes. Well, we got a bit waylaid by an old friend of Gradduk's.
Do tell.
Henry? Is Henry okay?
No, not Henry.
Henry might be fine. We don't know. We didn't encounter Henry, so don't worry about Henry yet.
No, you've got. I think you've got bigger issues. That hand that you're so fond of.
The one that's at the taxidermy.
Its owner seems to
should be ready in about 2 weeks. It would be weird if it was ready before that.
Well, yes, I suppose. I didn't really have that down in my calendar.
The bandit who belongs to the hand, he's back. He's got some sort of upgrade, and he's ready to. He's trying to kill you. He's very disappointed that we walked into the taxidermy. We'll explain that later. But he looks like he's out to kill you.
Yes.
Whoa. The bandit, Gradduk, took his hand, is back in town, and he's looking for Gradduk. And he was at
his hand, presumably.
Oh, he had his hand.
Right. Well, yes, he got his hand, which you may not be getting back. It all depends on how that goes down. But
why did you guys go to the taxidermist in the first place?
Well,
we thought we were being helpful. Someone was looking for Gradduk with a note saying the hand was ready, so we thought we would just pick it up on the way.
I didn't receive a note.
Right, we intercepted it. They brought it. They asked us where you were. We said you were doing a thing, and we were on our way that direction anyway, so we were trying to do something nice for you.
You took and read my mail?
Do you even know what mail is?
Okay. We've got a
Opposite
dead
of a female.
taxidermist, which is ironic. And your hand is gone, and he wants to kill you. So there's bigger things than. Okay.
Well, yes, that is
Do
big. He took my hand. That's important.
Yes. Yes.
So there's 4 of us. There's 1 of him, presumably.
Yes.
Are we
Like
to
I
go?
said,
Are we to go look for him?
We've got 8 hands. He's got 1.
temporary blinded us. I don't know. He seems to be. I don't want to use too big a word, but more than he was.
Suddenly, you guys hear a and a crash. Sounds like somebody fell and hit the floor very hard.
Oh,
Can we tell which direction?
Yes, coming from that back room.
we run. I run.
Run to the back room.
You don't have to. As soon as you
Okay.
turn to look towards the back room, that white robed figure is standing in the doorway to the back where the bishop was, holding up the Eye of Erethyr.
Oh shit!
Hmm.
Oh,
Actually, I think you took my hand first. And now I'm going to make you suffer for it. And the eye glows, and suddenly a red smoke begins to billow from the Eye of Erethyr, and a swarm of Malephar demons begin to pour through it. And he starts laughing behind it.
That's him.
Oh, the bloody hells!
all right.
And
Done.
it's initiative.
Oh boy.
Jesse, I just shared the map.
Come on, good roll.
I'm
Come
on it.
on.
Thank you.
Wow. Natural 1.
Whoa, that's perfect.
I think Gradduk is surprised.
I got an 11.
All right.
20.
Ooh, nice.
Okay.
I got a 9.
Yeah, everybody's came through except Jesse's again.
That's
Hmm.
weird.
Give me a second. I'll enter it manually.
Weird. It showed
20
up
you said,
on
Jesse?
my computer screen. What did I said 19.
19 or 20? I thought you said 20.
What?
Yeah, you said 20.
uh,
It showed 19, but did you have an extra something or
It shows 19. It
No,
says
I
14.
roll. It's 19. It's 19. I'm sorry.
19,
I don't
okay.
know why
No,
I said.
you're
20.
okay.
I think I just mentally counted up one
Okay.
like a clock,
That's convenient.
big calendar.
So
Big
we see
plot.
the swarm of what are they called again, Joe?
Malephar demons.
Malephar demons?
Malephar demons. So they're
Malephar
little blue.
superstar?
They're
Wait, did you see male
roughly-
fraud demons?
they are roughly goblin sized. They
When
have
somebody
hoods
steals your mail.
We stole your
and
mail,
blue-
and now we got mail fraud demons.
and so they
Here you go,
but
it's a
they
little
have
visual
hoods.
for you.
Yes.
Yep. And for those of you who are listening to this, little demon heads with horns and many sharp teeth, and
Nasty big.
And usually smaller wings than that.
yeah,
Are they? Can they fly?
Well,
they can, they
not
are.
Oh, they are flying. Oh, they're
Unfolded.
okay.
They're
We don't. So did the guy disappear? Because I don't
That-
see him here.
That was my question. Yeah. Where's
He is obscured by the smoke. You're not sure what happened to him.
Oh,
Now that
boy.
whole corner is covered in red smoke. So
How did you not recognize him, Gradduk?
he looked completely different when he walked by you than when he was.
Yeah, he said I saw his teeth, and he doesn't have teeth.
did he have 2 hands?
I don't know.
He
robes on.
did, but one of them was his petrified dead
Like-
hand.
Jamie
Apparently my
Lannister.
perception isn't very good.
Okay.
A quick memory when he didn't speak when he passed by you, and when he tapped his chest, it was with his left hand,
Mm.
which is his right hand is the one that was cut off.
Yeah.
All right.
How did you not
So-
notice that, Curtis?
I don't know.
Gradduk.
16.
All right, well, here we are.
Hold on.
Okay.
There we go.
Who's got initiative? Let's do this.
He's got to go through about 50 demons to see their initiative.
there's two,
I
four,
do.
nine,
That's okay.
9 of them.
There's 9 of them, yes. And the first one will move to
Always
Gradduk
exaggerate by 41.
Woo.
and attack.
Ferr, do you have any kind of protections within cathedral of this sort?
This place doesn't give me anything different than what I have, but I could, when my turn comes, I could do some things.
Okay. Whoops.
Just
I
didn't know if
clicked
you
on
had
the
any
wrong thing.
kind of
Whoops.
protection.
Sorry. He attacks Gradduk with a 10.
Miss.
It's going to be one of those days. I have that feeling. All right. Next up is Cam.
Hold on. I was looking here. I'm going to use Zephyr Strike as my bonus action.
Okay.
Which allows me to move without provoking opportunity attacks. Get an advantage roll on one weapon attack, and it deals an extra 1d8 force damage.
All right.
So we'll do my regular attack first, and I'm also going to, with that, use what is it? Is it Dread Ambusher, which gives me an extra weapon attack as part of the action.
All right.
All right. So first attack.
Which one are you attacking? Sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna move over here. So 5, 10, and just shoot this one here.
Okay.
And that was a 12 to hit. Oh, I have advantage on that attack. So we'll roll again. Not much better. 15.
15 hits.
All right, so 15. So 1d8 plus 6 damage. So that's 12 damage piercing.
All right. Is that all the damage?
No. So with Zephyr Strike, I add an extra d8 force damage on a hit. So I'll roll an extra d8.
Okay.
And this is force damage. So that's 6 damage, 6 force damage.
So 18 total?
Yep. And with Dread Ambusher, if you take the attack action on that turn, you can make one additional weapon attack as part of the action. So I'll do a second attack. That's 16 to hit.
Hits.
And do I add my bonus to that, or is it just the D8?
It's not an offhand attack, so you should add your bonus to it.
Okay.
Oh, you mean for the damage?
Yes.
I think it's just a D8.
Then I rolled an 8 and not a 14.
Okay. All right.
And did we get second attack at 5th level yet?
We should have at 5th, right?
Mhm.
Why is that not showing? Oh, 2 attack. Okay. All right. Then I'm going to take my actual second attack.
Okay.
Not one granted by 26 to hit.
That definitely hits.
And 11 piercing damage.
All right.
And that's it.
Okay.
Well, no. I moved 5.
So everyone sees 3 arrows in rapid succession fly from Cam's bow and strike true on the demon that he highlighted, doing massive amounts of damage to it. It looks like it can barely fly at this point, but it is not quite dead.
And then I'm going to move back. I'm going to move back here.
Okay, sounds good. That's your turn?
Yep, that is my turn.
All right. Next up is another demon. We'll fly over here and attack Ferr with his barbed tail. That is a 20 to strike.
I have a 20 armor class, so that means it hits, correct?
Correct.
Didn't you have something that could raise your armor class? Or is that with that?
Yeah, you're wearing the where the hell is it? Have it
He
down
can
somewhere.
cast a spell that gives him another +2 to his armor class, but he'd have to
Yeah.
use a turn.
Yeah, but
do
he has something too. He's wearing.
Well, I have,
factoring that in.
It should do that automatically, shouldn't it?
I don't
What's
know.
that?
What do you have?
With whatever I'm in my
Looking for
inventory.
it.
I have my
What are we
The
talking
armor
about?
you picked up? for
my
God's
armor
sake.
is
Hang
my
on.
adamantine splint
Yeah.
armor.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
So that should
I
already
think
add that in there.
Yeah.
Think about her.
It sounds right.
Yeah, dark black splint armor for. Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right. Nate, that's 5 points of damage to Ferr, and I need a Constitution save.
All right, damage and a Constitution save. Okay. A whopping 11.
All right. That is a successful save.
All right.
All right. That takes us to the next imp or demon, excuse me. Oop. I gotta grab them. They're small. They're hard to grab. He's gonna fly over here and attack Eénsek with a 15 to strike.
Yeah, 15 hits. But I will cast Shield.
All right.
And what do I need to do here for that? Visible
You don't- it
barrier,
doesn't
magic
have to
force
be
appears
your-
and protects you until the start of your next turn. You have a +5 bonus to AC, so that would be a miss.
All right.
Including against the triggering attack, you take no damage from magic missiles. Okay, cool.
Okay. He misses. His barbed tail strikes your magical shield and does no damage. Next up is Eénsek. It's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna. I can't move, right? Or it's an attack opportunity, so I am going to cast Scorching Ray at 3rd level, which gives me 4 of these. At I guess 3 of the one closest to me, and then
Trevor, just so you know, since it's a
Yeah.
ranged attack spell and there's an enemy within melee, you would have disadvantage on your attack rolls.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just on the one in melee or on all?
No.
Enemies.
Having an enemy in melee with you gives you disadvantage on ranged attack rolls.
On
So
a
for
ranged
anybody
attack.
that you attack.
Yeah, for anybody.
Gotcha.
It's basically you're trying to attack someone far away when there's somebody in your face, I think is the rationale for that. You can still do it if you want, but you'll have disadvantage on those attack rolls.
And every one of them, that sucks, though.
Yeah.
But who the hell knows when I'm not going to be in melee range of somebody. If I move, he just has a free attack on me, right?
Correct.
And I can still move, and
yeah, and your
take
shield will
damage.
last until the start of your next turn.
So I have that. Okay, all right. So I'm
You
going to
have
move.
that
then. I'm gonna.
Yeah, you have that adjusted armor class until the start of your next turn.
Okay, all right. Let me get into this because I wasn't into the.
If he tried to shove that, that's an attack. That's an unarmed strike attack.
That's an action, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, I'm just moving into the room here. All right. So I'm going to move. I'm going to move back here. And does he get an attack? He's going to attack me?
Yes, he will. That is a 24 to strike.
God damn it.
Roll a 19.
Okay.
Does that hit?
That hits.
All right. So 5 points of damage, and I need a Constitution save, please.
Con save. Ugh, 5.
All right. You failed the con save, so the poison on his barbed tail affects you, doing an additional 8 points of damage.
Jesus Christ. Okay. So now he's just hitting me, he's staying there, he just hit me on the way out, basically. On the way
Correct.
back.
Yeah, he can't chase
No.
after you until his turn.
You
And if he
little
tries,
blue-
Ferr will get an attack of opportunity on him.
All right, you little blue bugger. All right.
The
I'm
one
going
in
to-
red is the one that Jesse was attacking that is apparently not looking good.
Okay. I'm
Looking
going
very
to
bad, actually.
All right. Well, I'm going to hit my boy.
Me?
No, not you. You're not my boy.
Oh. I thought
No,
you
you're
were-
my
I
boy.
was your boy.
Yeah, you're my boy.
I am.
My other boy. And then how's everyone doing?
Fine. We just started.
Okay. I know. Right? You have that one in control?
I mean,
Your little
it's,
demon.
it's
your little-
just, I mean, it's just right next to me. It hasn't done anything.
All right. I mean, you're all right though, right? You haven't gotten hurt. That's what I'm asking you. Is anybody like in trouble?
So far, so good.
All right. I'm gonna hit.
I'm a little hungry.
A flesh
All right,
wound.
the first one I'm gonna go for is the one that attacked me. That's what I'm gonna do. So,
Okay, so you're casting what now?
Scorching Ray at 3rd level, which gives me 4 Scorching Rays.
Okay, and you fire them all off at once. So
Oh, I think you roll individually, don't you? For
you roll individually, but you choose your targets.
Oh, okay. So I have to choose them
All
four.
4 bolts fire at the same time. So you choose your targets in advance, and then you roll your 4 times.
All right. Well, I mean, these guys move quick, though. I'm just trying to like.
And you can direct multiples at the same target. So if you want to do 2 at one and 2 at another, or however you want to.
And there's no reciprocal damage or anything to anybody in the area.
No, it only does direct damage.
All right, I'll go for the 3 that are attacking us in the immediate vicinity, and then the one. I mean,
Finish
Cam's
him.
got that other one. Finish him. All right, I'll finish. It's kind of a waste, but I'll finish him. I'll finish the guy that Cam attacked. And don't you have
Which
him
one are you
targeted?
starting
though,
with?
Cam?
What?
Isn't that your target though? Did you or no?
No,
Oh,
I
you
did
didn't?
not mark that one.
Okay. I didn't mark it. Okay. All right. So yeah, those 3. I'll hit the guy near me that attacked me first, though. I want that little bugger.
Okay, and then just
Okay.
cycle through the one on Ferr or the one on Gradduk, and then got it.
So that is an 18 to hit.
That
Nice.
hits.
Okay. And that does, and do the damage or go run through all of them?
No, run through them all. And
Run through all of them?
and
Okay.
do the damage afterwards.
That's a 22 to hit. The one near Ferr.
Hit.
Okay. Well, I guess it doesn't matter which one, I suppose. That's a 21 to hit. The one near
Definitely
Gradduk.
hits. Yeah, killing it.
Okay.
Fire.
And then the one that Cam hit is 23 to hit.
Woo!
All right,
Look at big boy.
they all
Trevor.
hit.
Xylona
He's
is with
starting
you, my
to
brother.
believe.
What's that?
You realize that because they're demons, they must be immune to fire because they
Oh,
take no
mother-
damage from any of the bolts.
No damage?
No damage, 0.
You son of a bitch.
How do we not know that?
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, this is your first time fighting them.
that's why he made a point of saying that they all fire at once.
Well, they do. That's how the
Yeah.
spell works. You know.
but it still was funnier with all 4 of them missing instead of just the first one, and then we would know.
The terrible part
Right?
is that Trevor rolled really good for every attack.
I
Like it
know.
was
Yeah.
an amazing attack.
Son of a
The
But,
worst
yeah.
part of that is I could have done Ice Knife too for
They're
similar
all-
damage.
We'll know for the next round.
All right, can I guess I have to casting casting mage armor as an action, right?
That is an action, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, Curtis.
So, and sorry for the noobest question, but in Baldur's Gate, which I play, and that's
How
my
did I not
basis
know
of
that?
knowledge, you can examine somebody that you're fighting to see if they've got like resistances and stuff. Is there anything like that here that we could do, or is that not a thing?
Well, I suppose I could allow some type of lore check, you know, if someone wanted to do that. But
Yeah,
it's
we
not
would have
a-
had to say, do we recognize these, and do we know
Yeah.
anything? What do we know about demons? or
Just for
something?
future, I'm not saying like for this.
Well, not all
necessarily,
demons
but-
have the same resistances and abilities. You know what I mean?
Right,
It would have
right,
to
right,
be
right.
a check individually. Now,
Is that like an action, or is that a?
Just a history check?
yeah, it would.
Knowledge or
It wouldn't really be an action, just recalling something. I guess maybe a bonus action would be
Okay.
fine for that. There's no definitive rule on that, but in Mythos, these creatures have not. It's not a creature that's encountered commonly. They've been locked away for a very long time. You know, so this is the first time anybody has seen them.
Chances
quite
are we
some
wouldn't
time.
have known what they were anyway.
great. They
Right.
haven't been here for a millennium, and because Gradduk cut off some dude's hand, he released demons from
Well-
hell. It's awesome.
God, that hurts.
So I
Okay.
just gonna throw out there for you guys, since you guys are kind of, some of you are new to this, the hard learned lessons are the ones best remembered. So
Mm.
oh,
Gotcha.
I'm not
All
gonna
right.
forget that.
But I think it is a good point for future combat. Is anytime we confront something, just do a
Maybe, yeah. What do we know about these
history
things
or
first?
wisdom or
Yeah.
intelligence or whatever. Yeah. All right. Cool.
Yep.
Good question.
and I'll set the DC, like these would have had a high difficulty of knowing something because they've been gone from the the prime material plane for such a long time. So
Mm.
all right.
And I just yell out, glad I could help.
Good try, my brother.
That's
And,
your turn, Trevor.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll kind of,
I mean, you still have
Square up.
movement left if you want to do something.
yeah, I may just square up behind Cam or near Cam here or something. So if we get somebody attacks me, they can't get around me at least, or they can fly over me, I suppose.
Or if you
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay.
advantage
Yay.
on the
Next,
some of those.
this one's gonna fly over here and attack Gradduk actually from behind with advantage. Now that he has flank, that's a 22.
22 hits.
All right, that is 6 points of damage, and I need a Constitution save, please.
And for that, I just actually click on Constitution.
There should be a saving throws block. near
yeah.
where you're
Yeah.
right next to your stats.
26.
That is successful. All right. Next up. Oh, got to go to the right map. This one flies over here and attacks Cam.
So
With a 20, not natural.
It not naturally hits.
That felt natural. Oops. I clicked the wrong thing. For 5 points of damage and a con save, please.
Con?
Yes.
Saving throw.
Yeah, I can't see
Oh,
your
yeah.
rolls. Oh yeah, I can.
21.
Nice.
All right. That is a successful save. All
Yeah,
right.
at least it's showing up on the map.
No, I can see it. It's,
yeah, I can see it too. Yeah.
Next up is Ferr.
All right. So Eensek, is he poisoned? Was that what it is?
So the poison does
Just
extra
damage.
damage, but it's not aggressive. It
Compounding.
doesn't continue to do damage. It's just a
Okay.
one time.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna cast
wait a minute.
a spell, the bless spell.
All right.
And because we're second level or higher, I can do that on all four of us.
Oh, damn it.
Okay.
So I can bless all of us. So whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll or to their saving throw.
Correct.
Okay, so I just cast bless.
All right.
Wait, what did that say? Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So that is my first move, my first action.
Damn it. God damn it.
And
So I had
my-
that. Oh, God.
I guess I will attack.
So casting a spell takes the place of your primary actions.
Right.
You-
so I
you
have
could
my
still-
bonus action.
You still have your bonus action, but yeah.
So I will attempt to just do my melee horns attack
On the one that attacked you?
on the one right in front of me. Yeah,
Okay.
a 12.
A 12 misses.
All right. That's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. Next. All right. This one will fly over here and attack Eénsek with a.
And so
Yeah. Go ahead, Trevor.
I forgot I was wearing that belt of Constitution, which gives me a +2 to Constitution. But so I just have to remember that going forward, I guess.
Okay. Yeah.
Fuck.
I forgot about that too.
I think I would have failed it anyway, but whatever.
Okay.
I don't remember my roll.
All right. I don't either, actually.
I think
But
it
it's a
was-
16 to hit.
I'm still have the shield up, right? So,
Correct.
or did I lose? Okay, yeah.
No,
that's
you
18,
can
so
roll
I
a
missed-
d4, right? Is this now when the spell, my spell comes in?
If it hits, he doesn't have to if it doesn't hit.
Yeah, it misses.
Oh,
It
okay.
misses. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Next one. Whoops.
What was my
Flies over
Constitution
here
save?
and attacks Gradduk.
Which one is?
The one right in front of you that just
Okay.
flew over.
I would have lost it.
Okay.
With an 18 to strike.
That hits.
All right.
Man,
That
these guys are.
is 5
haven't
points of
missed-
damage,
yeah.
and I need a con save, please.
18.
That saves. Moving on to the next one. This one will fly over here and attack Ferr. He has flank, so it'll be with advantage. So the first attack is a 19, and the second attack is a 13.
Both miss.
All right. And then the very last one flies over here and attacks Cam with advantage. That is an 18 and a 23.
Yes.
4 points of damage, and I need a con save, please.
Right.
But again, so if it hits, could she have rolled though the d4?
So she can add a d4 to the con save, yes.
So what did you just roll for that? Can I where's my
Jesse hasn't rolled yet, I don't think, for the con save.
I was marking my damage down.
what was your damage, Jesse? I'm sorry.
4.
Oh, okay.
Constitution. Ooch. 3. Natural 1.
You can add a d4 to that.
A D4. That's 4. So
7.
yeah.
Okay, that's unfortunately a failure. So you take an additional 8 points of damage from the poison.
Ouch.
Okay.
And that brings us to Gradduk's turn. Way down at the
Just a-
bottom of the initiative.
Just a point. Silvery barbs I can cast at any time, right? As a reaction to any of these attacks.
Correct, but shield was used as a reaction, and you can only do one reaction
One
per round.
reaction. Okay.
So
So I would
once
drop.
you,
I would
like,
have to
if
drop
you,
the shield, and or shield
no.
would drop or no.
Once you
Oh.
once you cast shield, you cannot do another reaction until after your following turn.
Oh, after my turn. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Once it comes back to your turn, everything resets. The shield will disappear, and then you have.
How
your
many
reaction.
rounds does shield last? Wait a minute. Hang on.
One round
Oh.
until your next turn.
Okay.
So, all right, Gradduk.
All right,
Oh,
I
see.
go into a frenzy,
Okay.
and
Ooh la la la.
I will kill you, you imps. I know they're demons, but Joe calling them imps, and I kind of think that they would be offended by that, so I'm going to call them imps.
Okay.
I
I did slip up and call them imps one time. How do
know.
you catch that?
I'm going to attack the one that is above Cam and next to Eensek. So
Above Cam and Nix. Okay.
Yeah.
The really ironic part of that is I went through all the trouble to rename 9 monsters just so that you could call them what they were before.
all right. 12.
12 misses.
All right. And my second attack,
All right.
15.
That hits.
For 16 plus 2 points of damage, 18 damage.
All right. On that one. Got it.
Okay. Now I use my frenzy attack on the same one.
Okay.
21
That hits.
for 8 plus 2, so 10 points of damage.
All right. All right. He's hurting. 2 slashes of that big axe rip into his hide. He is hurt, but he doesn't fall to the ground. Still hanging.
Okay.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's it. I can't really move. I got
Alright.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 opportunity attacks against me if I move.
Is that all?
That's it.
All right. The first one that moved up to attack you, he is going to attack again.
We really
you guys
should
are
spread it.
starting to get the feeling of why they're called a swarm.
Yeah,
Kinda like,
a little bit.
Spreading out
Yeah.
might have been a good idea.
that's a 17.
We need like a thunder blast or something to knock them away. What was it? 17.
Do that. That's gonna
17.
hurt.
17. Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Yeah, just fireball all of us.
Yeah. they're immune.
Oh, that's right. You just hit the ground.
It would only hurt you guys.
You shouldn't have said anything.
4 points of damage and a con save, please.
What kind of damage is it?
What kind of damage is what?
Is it doing?
Oh, it's physical damage. Yeah, piercing.
So 2 points of damage because it's halved.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
I'm just going to let you do that, Curtis. I won't have them for you just because there's 9 enemies attacking.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure that it was the right type of damage. It wasn't like fire damage or some shit like that.
Nope, piercing.
All right. 11 is my con save, and do I need to roll a d4?
You do not. An
Okay.
11 sips.
Okay.
All right. Next up is Cam.
Question.
Answer.
Can I recast Zephyr Strike?
If you have spell slots available, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
However, you cannot move through enemy squares.
Mm.
You can move through friendly squares, but not enemy squares. Just to clarify.
So you can move one spot, is what he's saying.
Well, if Eensek lets him move through his square, he could
Okay.
retreat that way, but that's the only available path. Otherwise, you're boxed in. Well, I guess you could, if you went through Gradduk
Ferr.
and Ferr, you could head down that way. But yeah.
Just go under my legs. Right?
The old go under my legs trick.
Slide.
The trick is, what does Eensek have under his robes?
What?
Waka, waka. Yeah, what's up, Jesse?
How large are they? They're the same size as me, right?
Roughly, yeah.
Crap. All right. Because I do have woodland. I do have woodland nimbleness where I can move through the space of any creature that is a size larger than yours. So
they're all
doesn't
small.
count.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that means any of us.
Well, you can move through friendly squares as long as that friendly person allows you to. So that's always an option. It's just enemies. Now with his special ability, any human-sized creature he could, like medium-sized or larger. It's just that if usually to move through enemy squares, you have to do opposed strength checks. You're pushing by them, they're not just going to let you run by them in their square. Sorry, go ahead, Jesse.
Gotcha.
Even if they're flying, you can go underneath them.
First,
they're still trying to halt his progress.
First space.
I'll allow.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to go 1. So 5, 10.
I kind of bend over and you can jump on my back and leap away. Leap over the swarm.
Fastball special.
That's right.
So I'm doing Zephyr Strike, which gives me an extra 30 feet of movement. So that was 25 to there. 25. Okay. Okay. And Going to take my 2 attacks. The first one gets advantage.
All right. Which one are you attacking, Jesse?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's 24 to hit, and I'm shooting. I'm shooting. Where's the pointer? This one.
All right. 24 definitely hits.
Okay. And I get it. Well, I guess I don't need to roll it. I'm going to roll advantage on it anyway, just in case I crit.
Okay.
Because that's what Zephyr Strike does. No, is same thing. So yeah, shooting this one for 9 points of piercing damage.
All right.
And I'm going to mark that as a favored enemy.
Okay.
Which gives me an extra D4 damage to it.
Which one?
So an extra point of damage.
Got it.
All right.
And I'm going to shoot again. Same one. 13 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, okay. For 8 points of damage.
All right.
And that is my turn.
All right. Your arrows fly true and strike him. He appears injured. Not quite as bad as the other one that he whooped on, but hurt nonetheless. 2 arrows sticking out of his back. All right. Next up is the swarm demon that's right in front of Ferr. Will attack Ferr with a... Now, he does have advantage because you're flanked. So the first one's a 7, and the second one is a 18.
Sorry, I forgot I was still on mute. Both miss.
Oh. All right. On to the next one. That is the one that was on Eensek. He will fly over here and attack Cam. Flying movement gives you a lot of movement. So.
Yeah, no.
But that's an 8 to strike.
That misses.
All right. And then it's Eensek's turn.
Okay, I will take a drop of water from my water flask, whatever, and start to conjure Ice Knife, and I'm going to hit... where am I? Where's my map? This dude right here, is that showing up? Nope, it's not.
No.
Okay. This dude right next to me. Yep.
Got it.
Okay.
This dude right in front of me.
I can see it on my
5,
map,
9, 15, 20,
Trevor.
27.
So you're attacking those two?
I can hit this guy over by Cam, right?
What's the range on the spell?
60. Is that 60? 5, 10, 15? Maybe 60.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, you can.
That should hit. Okay. And I guess this guy right here with by just above Gradduk. So these 3, and then this one here.
The one across the room. Okay.
All right. Ice Knife +7. Let's go, baby. And do I have anything else that's gonna take this up a notch? No, I guess not.
So,
Okay. It's just the damage goes up a notch. That's a 13 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
That's oh, you want me to do damage or roll them all at once?
I was gonna. Oh, okay, go ahead. You can roll them all at once.
What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do first?
No, go ahead and roll them all.
I can do the first two and then roll damage.
No. Go ahead, Trevor.
Okay. So that's a 20 to hit.
Was that a nat 20?
No, it's 13 plus 7. No. Dirty 20. So those will be the two closest to me.
Okay.
And then I'll go for the one by Cam, which is 20 to hit, not a natural, dirty 20.
That hits.
And then the one by Gradduk is 16.
16 hits.
Sweet. Okay. So, all right, I'm gonna do damage on the one near me that's kind of injured there, and that is I think
Okay.
what I get.
Just to clarify,
Yeah,
you
ice
do
doesn't
damage.
affect them. It's
it
half.
does,
It's
but
half.
they have resistance to it, so you're only going to do half damage.
Yeah, I know that was going to be. But the good thing is, this is I cast this at 3rd level. So this is a 1d10 damage, and then each level above first level is another 1d6 damage. So it's a 1d10 plus 2 1d6s.
Okay.
Or 1d12. I don't know. All right, so this is, oh, for fuck's sake, 1 point of damage plus.
Right.
Should I just do 2d6s? I guess. Yeah, right. Okay. And then another 6. So 7 points of damage to that injured dude.
Okay.
Halved to 3, I guess.
I round up for you guys.
Okay, thanks. All right.
All right.
And then
Does that take out the injured dude?
It does not.
All right. And then hitting the guy in front of me, to below me there. That's 6 plus 10 for 16, halved to 8.
All right.
And then the one by Cam is 3 plus 8, 11 halved.
All right.
6.
And the last one by Gradduk gets, oh, for fuck's sake, 1 plus 6, halved, 3 points of damage.
All right.
Yeesh, man, I got nothing against demons, man.
You killed
That
one.
one
least
on
you
Cam dies
Yep.
from the ice knife to the
Nice.
back. He didn't see it coming, struck him right in the base of his skull.
Sweet.
And he flutters to the ground in kind of a spinning motion. Yeah, from no longer flapping his wings and splats on the floor.
Cam gives you a little, like, I see you kind of thank you.
It's the least I could do. Really, the least I could do. And that's my turn. I'm going to stick where I am, I guess.
Next up is, I think, the other one on Ferr. So he will attack with advantage.
Which one is it? There's 4 of them.
The one,
5 of them around me.
this one that's jumping around.
Okay.
Do you see it?
Yep.
Okay. All right. He has advantage. First attack is a 24, and the second attack is a 22.
Both hit.
All right. Whoops. And I rolled the wrong thing again. That is 6 points of damage and a Constitution save, please.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Constitution. A 6 plus I get to roll. What did I say that was
D4.
again? A D4.
A D4.
Who's up next after this, Joe? Who's the
next? Another swarm demon goes after this.
You did it again.
Hang on.
That's because I put swarm on the map, but their
right.
bio still says imp. So
I just need a minute. So
sure, go. You've got time.
Okay.
A 9 total.
That is a failure. You take 14 points of poison damage.
Holy shit!
Mm.
So that's just regular hit points off, right? 14.
Yes, correct.
Okay. I am down less than half.
All right. The next one is the one that's directly behind you. Ferr, and he is going to attack also with advantage. First attack is a 19. Second is a 9.
Both miss. Thank Silona.
All right. And it's your turn, Ferr.
All right. I'm going to attack the one that's sort of angled down that's in green.
And that's the one that Jesse has marked. It has taken damage.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
No. It's taken damage to you.
Oh,
If you want to attack one that's injured already, that's the only one within melee range of you that's taking damage.
is it really injured or is it halfway injured or can you tell?
I wouldn't say really injured, but it is injured.
All right. Yeah, I'll try and attack it. I'm going to use my Sunblade.
All right.
And are these demons? Are they considered undead?
They are not. They
They're
are
not.
not. They are fiends.
Okay.
So your Sunblade won't do any extra damage, but if you smite, your smites do.
I will smite.
Well, you roll the hit first and then tell me if it's a smite afterwards.
Okay.
You decide if it's a smite after you've rolled your attack.
Gotcha. A 22.
That is definitely a hit.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to save my smite and just do a regular damage.
Okay.
Oh, a big whopping 5.
All right. Oh, God, I'm clicking. Sorry. I'm laughing because I was clicking on Ferr, being like, why can't I put damage in? So, not bad. Okay. Your blade slices through his demonic flesh, but he is still not dead.
I'm going to try my melee attack on him.
Okay, your second attack?
Yep, second attack. God darn it. An 8.
An 8 will miss.
Okay, that's all I got.
Okay. Oh, did you want to do your bonus action?
That was my bonus action.
Oh, okay. Then you get a second attack. You're 5th level. You get two primary attacks.
Oh, that's right. I will go back to my Sunblade then.
Okay.
14.
That hits.
All right. Man. 6 damage to the in green.
All right.
Does that mean I get another bonus attack on that attack?
No.
Okay.
You get two attacks for your
yeah.
action and then a bonus action.
Right.
Your blade rips through him again. He looks like he's barely hanging on to life, but he does not fall.
Okay.
All right.
That's good. I can't move.
Okay. Well, you could. I'd allow it. No.
Well, yeah.
All right. Let's see. That one that's next to Eénsek will attack Gradduk. He has advantage. So first attack is a 19. Second is a 17.
Both hit.
All right. That is 4 points of damage, and I need a con save.
26.
That saves. All right. Next one is the one that is on right in front of Eénsek, and he will attack.
He will attack Eénsek.
Will attack Eénsek with a 21 to hit.
Shield's not gonna help me there. Silvery barbs I can't cast on myself either, right? That's for somebody else.
No, you would cast it on him, and then he'd have to roll again.
Right. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Right. But I can use that when somebody's attacking me. I didn't realize that.
Yep, you can cast it on enemies also.
I'm gonna cast silvery barbs.
All right. So he will roll again for disadvantage. That is a 20, not natural. That was the lowest roll.
That still hits.
All right.
Fuck me, man.
And now you can grant someone in the group advantage. That's how the spell works.
Oh, right. That's right. Okay.
So,
do I have to choose that now? I
Yes.
will. I'll give that to Gradduk. Is he up next?
Yeah.
or-
well,
He
he's
just
the
went-
next heroic character that's up. There's
Yeah,
still
I'll give it to Gradduk. I
more.
figured that he was next. But,
more demons before his turn.
yeah. I
I
know.
want you to give advantage to one of the demons, please.
Yeah.
Well, one more. Sorry, one of them is dead.
Okay.
Okay, Gradduk. That's 5 points of damage, and I need a Constitution save.
Oh God, hang on a second. My Constitution. It's not good right now. But I
You
did,
get to add a
I get
D4
the
to
plus
that.
2 because that belt too. Yeah. D4 and it plus 2
So-
for the belt, right?
A +2
Or
to
no?
the stat, which gives you a +1 to your save.
So that's 18, and I get to roll a D4 with that.
But that's already a successful save. So,
Oh, okay.
all right. On to the next one. That's the one.
Hurting over here. I'll be
I
all right.
think
Don't
that's
worry
in
about me.
front of Gradduk. He also has an advantage, so he's attacking. That's a 9 and a 24
24 hits.
for 5 points of damage and a con save, please.
When it's an odd number and I have it, I take one more. Is that right? So like
No.
5 would be 3
Uh,
or 5 would be 2.
Oh, yeah, I've been letting you guys round up. So, yeah, round up.
So 5 would be 3.
3, correct.
Okay, so I take 3 points of damage. Okay. And then a con save is 16.
That's successful. All right. And it's Gradduk's turn.
All right, and I
You have
have advantage for this turn
For one attack.
for one attack. Okay.
So your first attack will be with advantage.
All right.
Make it a good
I will attack the one that's damaged between me and Eensek.
Okay.
Nat 20.
nice.
That's a miss.
Woohoo!
He's just placed all of a sudden. No, I'm kidding. Yes, that definitely hits and does double damage.
19 plus 2, 21 damage.
Yeah.
All right. He dies.
See ya. Get against the wall.
Okay.
Pew pew. He's on the pew.
All right. Boy. You know what? I am I'm gonna move. I'm gonna change things up. I'm gonna take let's see.
Which way?
I'm going to move across from the swarm next in front of Eensek. So I will get into an advantage position there, but I will take 3 opportunity attacks against me from the swarm on my right. Correct?
If you move to your left, yes, that is correct.
That is what I'm doing.
Okay.
So I will move here, and yeah, hit me with the
All
bad news.
All right. Well, the bad news is that you were flanked, so all 3 of them will get advantage on their
Yep.
attacks of opportunity. But the first one, that's a 7 and a 15.
15 hits.
Okay. That is 6 points of damage and a con save.
16.
Saves.
Okay.
All right. The second one will be a 9 and 16.
16 hits.
That'll be 4 points of damage and a con save.
12.
That saves.
Okay.
And the third one will be a 22
That hits.
and a 13.
22 hits.
Or 7 points of damage on that one and a con save.
Mm. 16.
That saves. All right.
So now I will use my second attack against the one between me and Eensek.
It has advantage.
First roll is a 15.
That hits.
Second roll is a 25.
Both of those would have hit. Yeah.
Okay. And 14 plus 2 damage, so 16.
All right.
And I'm assuming it's still standing.
It is.
I will use my frenzy attack now on it.
All right.
First roll is a 20, not natural.
That hits.
Second roll is a 15, not natural.
That also would have hit. So,
All right. Damage. Not great. 8 plus 2, 10 damage.
all right.
Mhm.
Still standing.
Your axe rips through it, but it does not fall.
These little buggers are tough, man.
Okay. Sorry I tried to get you cleared, Trevor.
I appreciate the help.
All right. That's your turn, Gradduk.
Yeah.
All right. Back to the top of the round. Is that imp up top is now freed up, so it will fly down here and attack Cam. And that is a 13 to strike.
Nope.
All right. Cam, you're up. It's your turn.
I guess I'm going to pull out my dagger and hit the little monster right in front of me.
Okay. That one actually has been injured. Not very much, but
Make sure to hit.
that hits.
Okay. Where'd it? So 8 points damage,
All right. Got
and
it.
I'll just use my second attack to hit it with the knife again.
Okay.
17 to hit,
Does hit.
and 7 damage.
All right. You jab your
That's it.
knife into him a couple times. He winces from the pain of being stabbed, but he's still up. Is that your turn, Jesse?
Yeah, that's it. I'm sorry.
Okay, no problem. All right, the one that's in front of Nate will attack. It currently has advantage. First attack is a 23. Second attack is a 15.
23 hits.
For 6 points of damage, and I need a con save, please. I hope there's a bunch of people watching this that, you know, are taking a new take on how dangerous Malephar can be when there's a lot of them.
Oh yeah.
What am I have?
5.
Unfortunately, that is
silver-
a failure.
Can I cast Silvery Barbs or no? Is it too late? That had to be on the attack.
Yeah, it had to be on the attack.
Sorry, Nate.
Also, it's not your turn, so you already used your reaction for this turn.
That was for last
Oh,
turn.
it's got to come back around, right? Yeah,
Right,
that's-
right.
yeah, we didn't do that. Okay.
Yeah. So
Oh, it's got to go to. Oh,
Once
okay,
per
gotcha.
round.
back
Yeah, it's
back
not
to Eénsek's
Yeah,
turn.
It's not the
before-
beginning of the next round. It's back
Yep.
to his turn.
It feels like
Correct.
forever ago, but yeah, I know.
Yeah, right.
Well, it was the last round, but it
That's
wasn't.
7 points of poison damage.
But it's got to come back
Added
to
on
me.
that.
It's still...
Hmm.
And it's Eénsek's turn.
I'm down to 6 hit points.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna do what I probably should have done a while ago. And I'm assuming magic missile might have full effect on these MFers. So, well, who knows? But all right, I think I get 4 of these because this is at 2nd level, so they automatically hit, right?
That is
Or no?
correct. Yeah,
Okay.
they automatically hit.
So
Just roll your
I will hit the one in front of me. And what's the green one by Ferr? Is he hurt or is that?
He is hurt. That's
Okay.
Jesse has him marked, but that's
All
why
right,
he's green.
that one.
You said that one was
and-
almost dead.
Okay, the one that's in front of me, the one that's the green one, and then the 2 other that are kind of on that side of the 3 in a row on that side of Ferr. So all 3 of those right straight in a row. Yeah. Okay.
Wait.
Okay.
No, go through that again. Sorry. I
All
was
3. Okay, all 3 of the ones that are on our right side of Ferr. So all
Okay.
3 of those,
And the
then
one in front of you.
and the one in front of me. Yep. Okay.
So one missile on each one.
Yeah, it's probably not the best idea, is it?
None of them, unless you're attacking party members, one missile is probably not going to take any of them.
Yeah, because it's only a 1d4 plus 1. All right.
You
You know what?
do
I'll
2
throw.
at the
I'll
one
throw.
in front of you and 2 at the other
I'll-
one.
Yeah, I'm going to throw two in the front of me and the 2 of the one that's injured by Ferr. So
Okay.
that's what I'll do. I'll split it between those 2. All right. First one, and there's no extra damage here, right? No. No modifiers to damage or anything. No.
Just the +2.
That's-
So it's 2d4 +2.
That's 2d4 plus 2.
Hmm.
What do you mean? Oh, it's 2d4 plus 2. Yeah, right. Okay, so that's
Yeah.
3 and 4. So that's 7 points of damage to the one in front of me. And
Plus the 2. So 9
Oh.
total.
okay. Yeah.
All right.
And
Now
then-
this one he's got advantage of, but it hits automatically, so that doesn't matter. Does
It
he?
doesn't matter.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, there's
Magic
no way.
missiles just hit.
I get that, but there's no way for him to crit if he gets
No.
that.
You
No.
you don't roll to attack.
There's no rolling.
Gotcha.
So what? I'm sorry. I got ahead of me. So there's +2 to all of these then, or to the total?
You said each one is a d4 +1.
It's a D4 plus
So-
1.
So if you're directing 2 missiles at him, it'll be 2d4 +2.
All right. So so you're adding. It's already adding that +1, I believe.
It is?
Yeah, because it's giving me the 2. I rolled a 2 and it gives me a +1. So take those
Okay.
So
Extra
7
2
damage
off.
total then.
Yeah.
All right.
7 to that one, and then this one just got. What were the last 2 rolls? 6.
6.
Yeah, 6.
7
Okay.
and 6.
All right. So 6 to the point to the green one, and 7 to the red one.
All right.
All right. That's-
I want to make a joke about them being immune to force damage, but I won't do that to you, Trevor. So the one that's directly in front
Because
of
they're
you,
not, right? Is what you're saying.
they're not.
Okay.
The one that's directly in front of you falls dead.
Ice.
The one
All
that's
right.
next to Ferr
Kill. That's a kill.
takes damage, but does not die. The bolt smashes into him, putting a dent in his armor, certainly, but he does not fall.
All right.
Joe, I got a quick question.
Sure.
Spell slot. There.
Does the bless spell last for this entire combat?
What does it say next to duration? on it.
See, that was dumb too. Shit.
Concentration up to 1 minute.
I guess.
Yeah, so each round is 6 seconds. Every time I've been hitting you, I should have had you make a concentration check, which I have not done. But yeah, 1 minute is a very, very long time.
Okay. So and it also,
10 rounds of combat.
and when it says, so I bless, all four of us. Whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll d4 and add the number to the rolled attack roll
Yeah,
or a
that is
saving throw.
both. Yeah.
So does that mean if someone rolls an attack roll and they miss, they can add a d4?
Correct.
Okay.
I
I think
apologize.
everybody's been
spaced.
hitting.
Everybody's been
think.
hitting. They have.
Yeah.
They don't have a great armor class. There's just a lot of them. But you can add a d4 to your attack roll if need be.
Right. But I think
Attack
like I
and
said,
what was the
everyone's
other
been
roll?
hitting
Attacks
Save.
and saves.
Saves. Okay.
Your con saves, I guess.
I think I used that wrong.
Okay. But yeah, I think everyone's been hitting anyway, so. For the most part.
You didn't start your turn yet, right, Nate?
Me? No.
Trevor, did you want to move at all now that you got those ones killed?
Yeah, I
already,
got
or
two
you-
people. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to. What's advantageous here? They're going to come at me anyway. I know it, but
Well, right now they're all in melee range of one of us, so they really can't move without an opportunity attack. But
that's true.
But you can
it's kind
offer
of
some
you positioning
advantage.
yourself where
Can
you're.
I?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Well, I'm trying to give him advantage on
That
one of
puts
these.
you in melee range of them.
Melee
then.
range of.
Well, where they can fly all over. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. They're all engaged, so they can't.
Don't try
move.
to
I
trick
got you.
him. They can move.
Yeah, but it's opportunity attack if they do, so they can move.
Right. It just you would have put yourself within
Oh.
melee range of.
Yeah.
three of
I
them.
got you. So I'll just move back.
Gotcha.
You would've looked
No,
very
I understand
tasty.
now. I thought Joe was trying to dissuade you from moving because
No,
they can move across the
Not
entire board.
moving, just moving to where three of them, any of those three could have opted to attack.
Yeah, no, I was gonna
Gotcha.
move kitty corner or diagonal to that one, but you're right. Like that doesn't make any sense because if they move, he gets an opportunity.
It doesn't make any sense because you have 4 hit points. That's the
Well,
only
that's the
reason.
other thing. Yeah.
If you were at full hit points, I wouldn't have said anything about it.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna move a little further down.
Okay.
Yeah, somewhere. Well, I mean, these guys have range like crazy. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna stay up here near Gradduk. All right, go. I'm good.
I probably wouldn't be 2 squares away from any of us because if they move, if he moves and he's attacking me, he still can attack you. So I would be at least just me throwing this out there, but I would be at least 2 squares away from any of us. Does that make sense?
I guess because you could move up, but then you get opportunity. I'm just trying to think of out of the box in terms of where they're going to move and how far you could move without getting an opportunity attack and would give them advantage.
None of them could move to Eensek right now without provoking an opportunity attack.
Right, I got that.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
okay.
good.
I'll move down here.
Okay.
And stay out of the way. Maybe even back here. Back to the wall.
All right.
Good to
How
go.
much movement do you have?
That was only 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Isn't that 30? Or is that
Yeah. Well, it depends on if you count all the moving back and forth, but
well?
You're
All right.
Yep, we're good.
Trevor, are you done?
Oh wait, no, you're right. You're right, Jess. I was up here. All right, there you go. Okay, that's 30.
Okay.
I'm done.
Okay. All right. Next,
just to confirm, Joe, that we're still seeing red smoke. We don't see the guy.
the red smoke has faded by this point, enough that you can see through it, and you don't see the guy standing in the doorway.
Okay.
You were a little preoccupied.
Yeah.
So, Gradduk, the one that is in front of you, will attack.
Now he has disadvantage, right?
No, just a normal attack.
The one in between me and Ferr?
Yeah.
Isn't that make him a disadvantage if we're flanking him?
No, it just gives you advantage.
Oh, okay.
All right. That is a 13 to strike.
No.
All right. All right. The one that is highlighted in green, that's on Ferr, will attack him. He has advantage, though, because Ferr is still surrounded. That is a 10 and a 12.
Thank Xylona, they both miss.
Okay. And that brings us up to first turn.
Ooh. In my inventory.
It's not often that I would say this to somebody else, but you might want to lay some hands on yourself.
Well, I have a potion of healing. And
Your lay on hands
in
can
the middle
heal
of
a
the
lot
floor?
more than a potion of healing.
it will? Okay. And that is under... Where is that under? Spells? No.
Should be abilities.
Abilities. Lay on hands. Yeah, right there. Okay. So I have up to potentially 25 I can restore. And this is one of my actions?
Correct. It's an action. Yeah. But you can heal up to 25, all 25 points on yourself right now if you want.
Eénsek's hurting. How's the rest of my team looking? Can I sort of tell?
I'm a little hungry, but other than that, I'm good.
Cam?
I'm all right.
All right. I'm going to do...
You could do 24 of the 25 if you wanted to save 1 point in case Eénsek goes down. It's just that you're not moving right now. You've got 5 of them within melee range of you, so.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do that. That's good. Good call. So that's my first action.
No, that's in place of
That's
your
my
action.
whole term.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
that's
you
my
still
whole
have a
turn.
bonus action.
Oh, all right. Well, then I might as well try it on the guy in between Gradduk and I. For
Okay.
advantage. Get back to actions. One of these days, this has got a freaking hit.
He's injured, right?
A 23 to hit.
That hits. Curtis, did Gradduk damage that one? He did, right?
Which one?
The one in between you two?
In between you and I.
No, he attacked me. I haven't attacked him. I only attacked the one between me and Trevor.
So I just did five points of piercing damage.
All right. How much?
That's my turn.
I'm sorry. How much, Nate?
5.
5. Okay. All right.
Okay, that's my turn.
I should have been marking these. So 1, 2, 3. All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
There's just 3 of them that are damaged. Okay. Got it. Okay. Next up is that one there. This one here down below is going to attack Gradduk.
Okay.
With a 9.
Miss.
All right. The one that's on Cam will attack him or her. Excuse me. Sorry. With a 10?
Miss.
All right. And it's Gradduk's turn.
I'll
What's that?
attack one. Oh, go ahead.
No, sorry.
I'll attack the one between me and Ferr.
All right.
First one is an 18.
That hits.
Second was a 10.
The 18 hits.
12 plus 2, 14 points of damage.
All right. Still up.
Second attack.
All right.
Same thing. Not a natural, but 20.
Okay.
Second roll is 23.
That hits.
Damage. 15 plus 2, 17 damage.
Nice.
Oh, so your axe rips through him. It looks like his innards are barely holding in, but he hasn't quite fallen to the ground yet.
Damn.
All right, I use my frenzy attack on him.
Bastards.
All right.
15 on the first. 25 on the second.
All right. Those hit.
And damage. 11 damage.
All right. Oop. This time you swing your axe and it sunders him in twain as he also falls to the ground.
All right. And then I will move. I can move to here, right? Because I'm staying within melee of that one.
That is correct.
All right, so I will move here to flank that one
All
across from her. And
Nearly halfway there.
And that's your turn?
Yep.
All
Well,
right.
hold on. It looks like I'm not quite in that square. Hold on. There we go. But it doesn't look like the swarm is either, so I'll center that one.
You tap me to the left just a hair while you're at it.
Yeah. Let me just let me OCD everybody.
All right. So that one above you, Ferr, is going to go ahead and attack. He does have advantage because you're surrounded. First attack is an 18. Second is a 19.
Both miss.
All right.
Wow.
And that brings us to Cam.
Big boy armor.
Didn't
What
do
was that,
much
Joe?
good at first.
It's your turn, Cam.
Cam snarls and flicks her dagger again. 17 to hit.
That
The
hits.
one right next to her.
Correct. Or okay.
7 points of damage.
All right. He's looking worse.
Still up?
Definitely worse for wear, but he is still up.
Attack again. 26 to hit.
Definitely hits.
8 damage.
All right. Cam flashes her dagger once again, this time finding his throat,
Nice.
and he tumbles to the floor dead.
All right. And I mean, that was both my attacks. I don't have any bonus action really that'll do anything, so.
Turn.
That's it. That's my turn.
All right. So now the imp that is directly in front of Ferr will go. He also has advantage. That is a natural 20.
Ooh. That hits. Good thing I did lay on hands. When no one was
9
looking.
points of damage. And a con save, please.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Con save.
Damn it, come on, man.
A 12.
That saves.
All right.
All right, that brings us to Eénsek's turn.
Okay, second level magic missile. Directed at the green and the red, 1 each to, or 2 each to each of those.
Okay.
And we got 4 and 3. So, no, 4 and 4? 4 and 4. 8 points of damage to the one in green.
All right.
And 4 and 2. 6 points of damage to the one in red.
Okay. Okay. Got it. And how much to the second one?
6.
All right. So the missiles fly from Eénsek's fingers and smash into both of them. The one in green looks like he's barely holding on, and the one in red definitely is hurt pretty bad also, but neither of them fall.
Lord. All right. I think I'll kind of stay where I am.
Okay. All right, that green one, he's pretty injured, but not too injured to attack. He goes after Ferr again. First one is an 18. Second one is a 16.
Miss.
All right,
Miss.
and
See, they're red and green.
that brings us to Ferr's turn.
That was a stretch.
Yeah.
It's your turn, Ferr.
I'm going to try and attack with advantage with the one between Gradduk and I.
Okay.
Oops. Nat 20.
Oh, wow. That hits.
Nice.
So this one isn't injured yet. It would be a great time to use a smite. From a
Smite.
paladin's point of view, because
Yes,
that'll
sir.
double your smite damage also.
Yep. So I start with regular damage, right?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
And do that. 12.
All right. That's already figuring in the critical, correct?
I believe it is because, yeah, it rolled 2 dice.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So then I go to my divine.
Yeah.
Hit with melee. You can expend 1 spell slot to deal 2d8 extra radiant, plus 1d8 for each spell ever then first. Plus a d8. Okay. Oh, it's a fiend too, right?
It is a fiend. That is correct. So
I'm losing track here. All what I can do. 2d8.
So if you use spell slot, you'll do 48 extra damage.
4d8 extra damage. I will do that.
And that's not doubled. I'm sorry. I misspoke on that. The weapon damage is doubled, but that's in addition to the 12 that you already did.
All right. I will do 2, 3, 4d8 for a total of 19.
All right. You guys
So-
see Ferr flash his blade towards the demon that's in between him and Gradduk. A bright glow of holy light emanates from the sword and burns its way right through it, cutting it in half. And it
Nice.
falls to the ground dead. Paladins can
So-
be dangerous with criticals.
So that's one attack. My first attack.
That is your first attack, correct?
Okay.
You can attack any of those other three. The one that's surrounded in green looks hurt the most.
The most. Okay, I will attack him.
Whoops.
I rolled a 9, but then I can add a D4. 12.
That misses, unfortunately.
All right. Well, then I'll try my bonus action on him.
All right.
Uh, 13.
13 is his armor class. You hit.
Oh, nice. Four points.
All right. You swing your horns around and it pierces through his midsection. He slides off and spins to the floor. Dead.
Sweet.
All right. Twofer.
Is that your turn?
Yes, it is.
All right. Gradduk, you're up.
All right. Okay, I move. Let's see. 10, 15, 20. Move here
All right.
and attack the one between me and Ferr.
Okay.
25 on the first. 27 on the second.
Both of those hit.
18 damage.
All right. Oops. No, go ahead. Sorry. That was me. I misclicked.
Okay. That is a nat 20.
Okay. I'd go ahead and roll that damage now.
Yep.
So that way it automatically calculates the critical.
Wow. That is a 9 plus 2. I got 11.
Okay.
Yeah. 2d12s. On the 2d12s, I rolled a 3 and a 1.
Wow.
So,
Yeah. It's been that kind of a day. It really has. All
All
right. Your two attacks tear into him, but yeah, for some reason he doesn't die.
okay. Use my frenzy attack.
He doesn't die because he rolled a 3 and a 1.
Yeah. 16 on the first. 22 on the second.
Okay, that hits.
And 7 plus 2, 9 points of damage.
All right.
20 points all told. Not bad.
Not bad at all. Your third strike does tear into his demonic flesh, but he does not die. Looks like he's barely hanging on.
Alrighty.
Is that your turn?
We're almost there, friends.
That is... Yeah, that is it.
Okay. So the one
Let's
up at the
finish this.
one up at the top will attack Ferr again. He doesn't have flank anymore though, so his attack is a 10.
Miss.
All right, and that brings us to Cam's turn.
She's going
Shoot
to
him.
draw her bow
Get him.
and fire at the one in the middle first.
All right.
Nice.
What is that number? 19 to hit.
19.
That hits.
And that's
Nice.
12 points of damage.
Sweet.
All right.
To this
Cam's
one.
arrow. I can't. Why can't
Still
I-
up?
Oh, there we go. Nope. The arrow strikes his back,
Okay.
pierces out his chest, and he flutters to the floor, dead. I just couldn't click on it right away because of that weird effect that was on him.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good.
Then she'll just knock another arrow and just shift her aim and shoot at the next one.
All right.
Leaps over the dead bodies in forever.
28 to hit.
That will hit.
Ah, 7 points of damage.
All right. The arrow does strike him and pierce his hide, but he does not fall.
Crap. I should have called that as a favored foe.
Am I up?
Once
I'm waiting to find out if Cam's done.
Oh,
Can I use favored foe?
Don't you have to use it before your attacks?
It just says when
I
you
don't-
hit a creature with an attack roll, you can mark the target as your favorite enemy for 1 minute.
Yeah, absolutely you can.
All right, then
It
I'm going to
won't-
use it and add.
Oh, I see, because it adds damage.
I'll add a D4 damage to it. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know if D4 is going to be enough to do anything, but let's see here.
Depends on what you roll.
3.
He has 1 hit point left.
Oh, wow. Eensek, go fart on him.
Do you have a fire spell?
Oh, he
Yeah,
still
you're
has
taking
1 hit point left. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Okay. Eensek, you're up.
yeah, I'm magic missiling that bitch. First level.
All right. You do not
Um,
even need to roll damage. Your minimum damage
I
is
want
2.
to.
Okay.
It's 5.
Go ahead.
It's 5.
All right. The last missile strikes him clean in the chest, crushing his chest cavity. You can hear his demonic bones crack and crunch as they pierce his heart, and he flutters to the ground, dead. That's it. You win. Hooray.
Yay!
And the minstrel
Jeez.
rejoiced.
The smell
there's-
of
Feel a little.
sulfur does fill the room, though, emanating from the bodies of these creatures.
Oh, here we go.
Gradduk, you immediately have a flashback to your dream of Kermone, and the smell definitely reminds you of that.
There's the bandit in white is nowhere to be seen. I take it.
Not in this room, no.
I'm gonna run to the
Yeah.
the little room where the bishop was and
Yeah, same.
go
Okay.
see if
See
he's
if
I
okay.
assume-
I have Arethyr is there and see if he's still alive, which we're assuming he's probably not.
All of you will?
I will.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure, because
Yep.
my DM says that we're not supposed to separate.
You're still going to be
Can
in
I-
the same
can I
room.
cast- Can I cast Cure Wounds on myself while we're running over there?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a. Well, how do I take? I can take a potion. This is not. We're out of.
We're out of combat. Yeah, we're out of combat. You can take the map down, Jesse. It's fine.
Okay.
All right. The 4 of you rush to the door of the room leading into the back, and peering in through the doorway, immediately you notice the bishop laying face down on the floor. One of the taxidermy needles stabbed into the back of his neck. His right hand has been removed and seems to be missing. Also, the reliquary that he placed the eye of Erethyr in is open and empty.
Oh no.
And that is where we'll stop for tonight. Thank you, everyone. We just hit our time at 2 hours. Thanks so much for watching. Please, if you'd like to find out what happens to the Eye of Erethyr, join us in the next episode of Allegiance Quest. Of course, we always appreciate a like and subscribe and comments. Definitely. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time, everyone.
Thank you for
Stupid
joining
hand.
the Gradduk
Stupid
Quest.
hand.
Gotta hand it to him.